Here are 3 cases where corrupt cops realize they're done for.
Chief Hazelwood, he is hammered drunk right now.
Starting with Hazelwood Police Chief Greg Hall, who, on May 28, 2022, had been pulled over after weaving by an O'Fallon officer, and as many of you would imagine, it didn't take long for him to identify himself as a fellow officer.
The reason why I pulled you over, you've been weaving quite a bit.
Well, I know, because I was eating.
Okay, eating while you're driving. Okay. Well, how long has it been since your last drink?
Flowers.
Couple hours. Okay.
I'm a police officer.
Where you worked at?
Hazelwood.
Hazelwood? Okay.
Somehow, Hall must have thought that mentioning his position would make the officer let him go. However, the officer noticed his slow movements and asked that he perform a test involving the alphabet.
Starting on the letter D and ending on the letter N without singing. So D to N without singing.
Right. D-E-F-E-G-H-I-J-K-L-M-E-Q-R-S T-U, that's what a way and stop.
And, alright.
Seeing that he was having problems with the test, Hall then performed a breathalyzer test.
Alright, deep breath in, and then just blow hard until I tell you to stop. Alright, hang tight right here. I'll get back with you, okay?
We can't see it, but most likely, the result is not good news for Hall. Officer Nathan then seemed troubled, most likely because he was dealing with a police chief, and so he decided to call his supervisor, who surprisingly asked whether or not the stop had been caught on video.
So, Chief Hazelwood, he is hammered drunk right now.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, he's over at 2. Yeah. He is hammered. He was dodging sniper fire out there, so weaving all over the place.
Is it all on the dash cam?
Yeah.
The driving and all the contacts so far?
Yes.
Officer Nathan explains the situation and tells his supervisor that Hall's blood alcohol content is more than 2.5 times the legal limit. Officer Nathan then conducted a series of field sobriety tests, which didn't make much sense considering that they already knew he was drunk.
I just need you to remember, hang on 1 second for me, sir. Just not able to do this.
You know what? Just talk to Johnny, please. I don't know what to do.
Seeing who they are dealing with, even the O'Fallon chief of police is called to the scene.
Nathan, if I take him home, or are you gonna have any issues?
Not at all. Not at all, Chief. I'm sorry to get you out here. I just
No, that's
want to make
okay.
sure.
That's okay, because you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I
Nope.
will take him home. I have known him for a lot of years.
Yeah, it's understandable, and again, sorry to wake you up, Chief.
Nope, that's okay. He and I are gonna have a long talk on the way home.
Shockingly, Hall was then driven home with no charges against him. Not only did he evade a likely DUI charge, but city officials say he will enjoy all the benefits of retirement. But unlike Hall, who was caught drunk driving, another case involves a police officer who abused his power during a stop in Texas City.
And here we are talking, and you're threatening to take me to jail. And so I shouldn't be getting upset?
This is Christopher Shull, who, on April 19th, 2023, was stopped and questioned for what the officer called disregarding a traffic control device. But as you will see, this case isn't all about Shull, but rather about the officer with the body camera. As Shull pulled up to one of the pumps, Officer Harrell, a 4-year veteran of the Texas City Police Department approached him, leading to a series of back-and-forth arguments.
Is there any particular reason why you felt you needed to come through the parking lot like that?
I didn't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know you can't do that.
Interest will be confirmed on Robert.
I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
I mean, you
all
whooped
I
around.
was coming to get gas.
Yep. Oh, are we gonna go back and forth, or are you just gonna?
You asked me a question. You want me to answer it or not? I'm not.
Okay.
If anything, I thought I was going even slower than normal.
No, sir.
Normally, people don't even park where you park, and that's the direct path to the gas pumps.
Through the parking spaces is the direct.
I do realize that. I know that there's parking spaces there.
And you almost hit that car that was turning right there. I was watching, man. As soon as you cut in front of me like that, I was like looking and I watched it happen. So
I come here every day. There's almost never, ever anybody. You were sitting there this morning. Now, last week for about 3 days, someone was parking there. But if I come here 365 days a year, which I do, there's someone sitting there maybe 10 times. So there's never, ever a car there. So yeah, I go through there because it's the straight path from the entryway to here, which is what you're going to see everybody else doing. But I mean, you know, I hear you, man. I got it. To you, it looked like I was going fast. To me, I thought I was going even slower than normal because I didn't want to get too close to you.
Officer Harrell questioned Scholl about speeding through the parking lot when he was coming in, but that was not the case, as Scholl tries to explain. Officer Harrell, however, didn't agree with him and then threatened to take Scholl to jail.
but you know you did wrong. You know you're not supposed to cut through the parking lot. And instead of being like, oh yeah, I messed up. Sorry, it won't happen again. You want to sit here and go back and forth with me, right?
There's a lot better things than this to be doing for you.
You're right. I was working on a report.
You can be over here. I mean, there's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the thing.
You want to go to jail?
So
you want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
you can do what you want to do. I can't stop.
I don't want to take you to jail.
You know,
That is definitely a waste of my time.
I'll look that law up on private property too. I don't believe you'd have the authority to do anything here on this parking lot like that.
I could also take you to jail for Class B reckless driving. Or
Okay.
Class A reckless driving. Because you did almost hit that car.
I didn't almost hit anybody. I was nowhere near. There's cameras everywhere. You can do what you want to do, Harold. I can't stop you. If you want to be this way, then that's up to you. I'm trying to be a reasonable
Are you
person.
having a bad day, sir?
think
Is there a reason why you're
No,
acting like
I'm
this?
having a bad day because
Have I raised my
you're
voice to
doing
you at
this
all?
to me.
Have I raised my voice to you at all, sir? You're the only one who's getting upset.
I'm upset because I think this is ridiculous. I think this whole thing is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
For someone who goes to buy gas every day, it is safe to say that Scholl would know what and what not to do to avoid any trouble. To no one's surprise, their argument escalated, and Officer Harrell went ahead to put Scholl in handcuffs.
What specifically do you think is ridiculous?
That we're even talking about nothing happened, and here we are talking, and you're threatening to take me to jail.
No, I'm
And so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat. You're threatening me under color of law now to take something on private
Color of
property,
law
which I don't believe you even have the authority to do.
It's a
But now
dictionary
you're wondering.
term, sir.
Okay.
It comes from black law's
No, it's not. It's a
dictionary.
Class A misdemeanor for you to threaten to arrest me over something that you know is not really true. But that's okay.
What's the penal code on that, sir?
Trust me. That's okay. It's
Trust
okay.
you.
Okay.
I
We're good.
trust you.
We're good.
I don't feel like we are. I feel like this is this is a problem.
How is it a problem?
I
How
feel
is
like
this
you're
a
going
problem?
to continue to commit these behaviors that are unsafe and put people at risk.
So
You
now
don't
we're
feel
gonna
like
have
you
to
did
pay
anything
for
wrong.
something that's possible they may do in the future. So now we're playing Jean-Claude Van Damme Future Cop, and you need to stop me from something I may do in the future. That's now your position. You're feeling like you should take action because maybe sometime in the future I might possibly continue to do something. Come on.
What is the law designed to do, sir?
Oh, I know you want
designed to
compliance.
stop people from
I know
doing
you
things
want
that they're not
voluntary
supposed to be
compliance.
doing.
I know you want voluntary compliance.
Okay, go ahead and put your hands on his back.
Wow.
1717 Lakeside Drive, female. One of them may fall with a gray shirt and a white undershirt. Down
For those of you who don't know, in Texas, traffic laws do not permit police to issue traffic tickets to people who fail to obey traffic signals while on private property. So, what Officer Harrell did was totally wrong. But even after being arrested, Scholl refused to be accused of what he did not do.
I'm just a little upset because I really, honestly...
Sir, I watched it happen. I was working on a report.
From my point of view,
definitely have better things to do.
I didn't think that I did anything, Harold. I didn't think I did anything.
Well,
and
a
it was
lot
very
of people
frustrating.
don't think that. But I explained it to you, and then you wanted to argue with me.
Because I didn't think I did anything, Harold.
I know I look young. This is not my first day on the job, sir. I promise.
It's nothing to do with any of that. I didn't think I did anything.
You almost hit that white truck.
I agree with you that that's what you think. Then there's nothing I can do to change your point of view.
It's going to be on the cameras. I'm going to get copies of it.
I didn't think I did anything. It was frustrating for me to try to explain to you that I didn't think that I did anything, and you're not hearing me.
I hear you, sir. I disagree with you.
It is evident that Officer Harrell isn't going to listen to reason either. Later on, another officer arrived at the scene, and to prove that Harrell was in the wrong, Shull was later released.
I'm going to do this a different way. So the other officer has a ticket book he's going to let me use. You're going to be receiving the citation, okay? And, because I think going to jail is a bit excessive. But, well, I agree with you. But I didn't have another option. I don't have another ticket book, and I don't have a ticket writer with me. So we're going to do it that way, okay? Step out for me.
A month later, an internal investigation was launched, and the Texas City Police Chief penned a letter to the community announcing Harrell's termination. A surveillance camera showed that Shull was not speeding, as Harrell had said, and his citation was later dismissed. But if you thought corrupt cops trying to get away with crimes is just this, that's because you don't know the case of James Matt.
I cannot, sir.
Please.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body cam.
This is Captain James Matt French of the OKCPD's Homicide Investigation Team, who, on March 12, 2023, was pulled over on suspicion of drunk driving by Sergeant Chris Skinner.
Stay in your vehicle. Back in your car.
I'm
Drunk?
no, I'm the captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car.
After pulling into the driveway of a home, French told Skinner he was an Oklahoma City police captain before shockingly pointing to his chest and telling Skinner to turn his body camera off.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
What are you doing pulling in here?
My mom and I stay here.
You been drinking?
Looking at French, it is evident that he's extremely drunk. What's more interesting, however, is to see how he blatantly asks for the body cam to be turned off. But despite his repeated demands, Skinner never wavered and refused to turn off his camera.
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're not gonna get a return on it. How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Uh-huh. Because you were swerving all over me when you turned off here. You didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
How much you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
Beer? Liquor? How
Beer.
many beers?
3 or 4.
After confessing to drinking up to 3 or 4 beers a few hours earlier, French was then made to undergo some field tests to confirm he was drunk. Safe to say he didn't do that well.
I want you to follow tip my pin without moving your head, okay? Don't move your head, sir. Keep going.
Can you turn that off?
I cannot, sir.
Please.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body
I
cam.
do, but I'd like to talk to you.
I can't do that, sir.
Please. Please. I'd like to talk to you.
Well, are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're
You
done.
can turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigation, sir.
Okay. I'm asking you. I'm a captain on this police department.
I understand that, sir.
I get
And
that.
I am a sergeant on this police officer, and
I
I've
am
taken
not-
an oath to uphold the law.
I
don't
not,
show favoritism to anyone, regardless. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or the President of the United States.
Sir, I'm not asking you for that.
If I was to treat you differently than I was to treat like some Southside loco or some pedo, how's that look on me?
Okay, I'm not asking you for that.
Because I wouldn't do that for any of them.
Sergeant Skinner, please.
As he struggles to maintain his balance, the captain again asks for Skinner to please turn off the body camera. The sad part is, French wouldn't have said, turn the camera off, unless it was very common for police officers to let other police officers get away with things like this. However, Officer Skinner wasn't going to let the captain off the hook and made him perform one more test.
Alright, anytime you're ready, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Captain French was subsequently arrested and later booked on charges of driving under the influence of alcohol and failure to signal the intention to turn. The captain was also placed on paid administrative leave while an internal investigation was conducted, which we all know what it really means. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one and don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.